Hi, it's Rich. Almost look like I have Ace Ventura hair. Well, before I call it a night tonight, what's been on my heart and mind today is about when you become a Christian and you listen to what's in your heart. You listen to what God is inspiring you to focus on. See, Jesus came with a purpose. And even amidst all the rejection, the mistreatment, the beating, the whipping, the mocking, and all of that, he did not lose focus. For his heart was focused on doing the will of his Father. And us as Christians, that's the example. Who sent us or who called us for a purpose? Is our focus on ourselves, like the serpent wants us to be? Aspiring for our own desires, our own wants, our own purpose, our own agenda? Or, since we've received the gift of salvation, born again, and inside of our heart, our vessel, dwells the Spirit of God, restored to the image of God that he originally made man in the garden, made them male and female in the image of God. And he gave mankind a purpose. When Adam was by himself, God gave him a job to do. He gave him a purpose. And as long as Adam was focused on his purpose, everything was good. But then he started to notice that he didn't have a helper. And God said it wasn't good for man to be alone. But once there was two, then you had two people that could do two different purposes. One could distract the other. If you are in a marriage or in any situation where somebody else can distract you from God's purpose for your life, and you're a Christian, you'll do the same thing as Peter walking on the water. You'll sink. If you fix your eyes, if you put your heart on anything else than doing the will of the one who gave you the purpose, then you won't fulfill that purpose. Or you might only delay it. But how long will you delay it? So for me, in this season of heartache and pain and emotional suffering, physical injury, mental injury, and so much more, my focus has actually been refined and purified to understand my purpose. Slightly different than Jesus' purpose, but also kind of similar. In the midst of being mistreated, rejected, canceled, whatever you want to call it, Jesus still stayed on course, on path for his purpose. And his purpose in the midst of all those things was to meet the needs of people. He didn't go and support any political party and try to enact laws telling people how to live, what to think, or else. No. He came to free them from the laws that already bound them, from the effects of sin, to free them up, so they of their own mind could freely choose to lay down their life, to follow him, the Good Shepherd. But in doing so, how will you go about doing it? For me, it's meeting the needs of people. I do it with car repairs. Also branched out, I could do it with home repairs. Maybe somebody's looking for somebody that will treat them right, not rip them off, not take advantage of them. but somebody they can hire to help them and to do what's in their best interest first and foremost, instead of, as the person hired, going, these people don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what real costs and expenses are. I can take advantage of them. I can rip them off. I can make all this extra money by being evil instead of being good. I left my career when life situations started to make it crumble, and I had a choice to make: to stay and focus on making money, or leave and focus on helping people, meeting their needs, treating them in a godly manner, doing what's in their best interest first and foremost. Because that's what the service industry is being a servant to the needs of others. Your purpose is to meet their needs and focus on that. Yes, I need money to survive, to pay bills, to have food, shelter, clothing. But I'm not trying to be Bill Gates or Bezos or Buffett. I have no desire to be rich and famous and image, power, status, whatever. It's not high on my list. For me, the most important thing is, how many people can I help? How many people can I show godly behavior, to love God and to love people, to treat each person equally, fairly, not favor one over another, to not discriminate against one or another, to not change how I treat people based on race, gender, or any other of the politically charged topics nowadays in America that are a hot button. But I do what's right in the eyes of God. First, love God. Seek to please His heart in all that you do. You want to change the world? Change your heart. Let God change your heart. Submit to Him, surrender your heart, your life, and everything you do to pleasing Him. Thanks for watching my video. Good night.